However, I am here where I am now, and I need some help. Not some help, I need help, guys. In the meantime, I have found a job in South Africa. However, I cannot leave this country until I pay them how much I owe them, which I do not have. Even though I've approached them to say, I will make a deal, or not a deal, but an agreement to say, I will pay you. This is where I'm going to be working. This is how much I'm going to get paid. It's still a no.
It's not easy. We are going through a lot. You will be called names. Sometimes you will go to bed without food inside your stomach.
A few days ago, a South African woman posted herself begging for South Africans to help her. She's had her passport confirmed. Hey fam, it's Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I am hoping that from wherever you my people are watching this from, you're doing all right and God has protected you and preserved you very well. And to you that continuously give support to me on here, that really means a lot to me. So thank you so very much for your support. And as always, we do have an educative, edifying episode to look at. And I want to know what your opinions are, as always. Now, this is to all the sisters and brothers that want to travel to UAE, Dubai, or any other country. And this is not just about the people that come from the continent, but specifically women. If you're looking at UAE as a country for you to go and maybe settle, repatriate, or work there, I think this video has a lot of information that UAE is not a safe place for Black women, especially if you're going there as a solo or as one person. If you're a couple, I think it would be a bit better because at least you have someone to protect you. But according to the experiences of people, our people, Black women that are coming out here, and for the most part it is happening to Black women as much as even it happens to Black men, but specifically Black women. So we are going to listen to these experiences. You guys are going to let me know if you've ever had a bad experience in UAE. If you're landing on this channel for your very first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's watch this.
Hello everybody. Sanbonani. I know I haven't posted anything in a long time. Those that know me very well will know that what I'm about to do is probably the most excruciating thing I would ever have to do. I'm basically reaching out to anyone that can help me, whether you are in South Africa or you are in the UAE. I will summarize my story because of the constraint of time and the amount of time I have to actually be able to record this. I have been living here for 6 years and I was here with my family. Beginning of this year, I lost my job and I really hoped that I would be able to find a job, which still have not been able to find a job. The company I worked for basically told me to either resign or get fired. And guess my ego could not take the word fired, and I decided that I would resign. They then allowed me to stay on the residency visa, while I was looking for another job. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the job, so they had to cancel the job. They had to cancel the visa. Upon cancellation of my visa, I then got a travel ban from the bank. I had a loan with the bank here, which I was about to complete in April. And with the job loss, I couldn't pay. We all make decisions. We're thinking it's the right decision at the time. And I take full accountability that I could have made better decisions this year. However, I am here where I am now, and I need some help. Not some help, I need help, guys. In the meantime, I have found a job in South Africa. However, I cannot leave this country until I pay them how much I owe them, which I do not have. Even though I've approached them to say, I will make a deal, or not a deal, but an agreement to say, I will pay you. This is where I'm going to be working. This is how much I'm going to get paid. It's still a no. I'm now sitting here literally without proper housing, scrabbling through. I think I was wise enough to be able to get my children out of the country so that they at least safe back in South Africa. I've been to immigrations, I've been to the court, I've spoken to our amazing consulate, and nobody has actually even tried to help me. Well, they have tried. They said they could do that, they could do that. I tried to follow up on other things that they said they could help with, and everybody's just gone quiet. I am not one for drama. I'm not one to get people involved in my personal life. But if there's anyone that can help me, to speak to anyone that can help me with this challenge that I have right now, it's actually not a challenge, it's a crisis. I wish I could start crying to show you how serious this is, but this is the kind of person that I am. I am literally stuck in a foreign country, and I don't know how I'm going to leave. I don't know how I'm going to leave. I'm not saying I don't want to pay whatever I owe these people. I'm saying I have a job in South Africa. I've got a job offer in South Africa. Let me make up a way to pay you. And it's like, no, you need to stay. Stay for what? I don't have a job. I don't have a place to stay, a proper place to stay. And what must I do? So if anybody can come up, because I have I have tried everything I can. I've been to immigrations, I've been to the court, I've been to the consulate. So if anybody out there can just help me find a solution.
This work we are doing in Arab's country as housemaids is not easy. Better those who are working in the hotel, cleaners or other work. But we people who are working as housemaids, and majorities are housemaids, is not easy. We are going through a lot. Without prayer, you cannot manage. There will be a lot of challenges. You will be accused of things you don't know. You will be called names. Sometimes you will go to bed without food inside your stomach. You will work for 16 hours. After that, they will not see that you are working. When you are doing other things, they will see you. When you hold your phone, they will see you. When you are eating, they will see you. When you are going to your room to sleep, they will see you. But when you are working, they don't see you. The heart of these people is full of evil, my sister. There are few of them that are good. But majority of Arabs people are so evil. They will always complain that you are not working well. Many ladies are going through a lot here. They are going through a lot of stress, which is trauma, anxiety, and depression. To succeed in the house of a stranger is not easy without God.
Can we explore the truth behind the concerns that it is no longer safe for Black women to be living in the Middle East? Black women are no longer safe in the Middle East. A few days ago, a South African woman posted herself begging for South Africans to help her. She's had her passport confiscated. She's lost a job in the Middle East. She is stuck. She had taken a loan previously and now she can no longer pay the loan. They've taken her passport. She's gotten a job in South Africa. She can't even come to South Africa because her passport is confiscated. Yesterday, I got a message from a young lady who's between the age of 25 to 30, also asking for assistance. She's in the same predicament where her passport has been confiscated. She's homeless. She does not have any means to do anything. No money. She is stuck and overwhelmed. And she's in Oman because of the fact that they've taken her passport, confiscated her passport. Is it safe for Black women to be in the Middle East? Because I don't see I don't see men posting about this. I see women posting about the fact that they just get their passports taken, you know? And it's only the Middle East that does that, where they get to confiscate people's passports. As somebody who has lived in the Middle East, I know 100% that lives that matter in the Middle East are the Arab lives. I never felt that my life mattered when I was there. It was always the Arab lives that mattered. Now, I'm doing this video to ask South Africans to help this lady who reached out to me yesterday, Alya. Her identity is not identified just for safety reasons, because as we know, the Arab world can be very, very brutal, you know. And she's asking if you can assist her. She's reached out to the embassy for help. She's really overwhelmed. She's homeless. She has no means of doing anything because obviously her passport is taken and she wants to return home. So if you do have any means of information in terms of just assisting her, or maybe any means of being able to donate for her, or any means of just being able to give advice as to how else can she move about this, please do get in touch with me so that we can be able to give her some assistance, because she is very much overwhelmed and is stuck in Oman. Black women's lives are not really taken seriously in the Middle East. I say this because I've lived in the Middle East and I know how they move. You know, I know how they move even towards non-black lives. You know, if you are black, it's even worse for you. I can tell you that for free. So let's please help Alya. You know, if you can be able to assist with any type of advice, maybe authorities that she can be able to contact, or some form of, you know, assistance financially, donations, please get in touch with me so that we can get this message across. And please spread this message across, spread the word so that she can be able to get some assistance.
I think at this point it is safe to say and admit that this is not a safe place for any black person because of how we get treated. Now, these are experiences of these other ladies, but trust me, there are so many women out there that don't even have any access to report on their cases. The thing is, social media algorithm works differently. There are those that come out to send their outcry and it goes through, and there are those that send their outcry and it doesn't go anywhere and it doesn't get favored. Of course, as always, still, we know even the social medias, they are not for anybody that looks like you. Any palm colored or other people, when they come in distress, their outcry will always go viral. But for many of our people, there are so many that don't even end up on the media. But behind just these small little voices that we are seeing that God has helped us to see, just know it is thousands of girls, young girls, that have ended up in the U.A.E for greener pastures, and they have ended up losing their lives there. Some of them have been raped, some of them have been, you know, unalived, some of them, their organs have been harvested, and even including our brothers. But for the most part, because a black woman, you don't have any protector, you are vulnerable, anybody can take advantage of you because you can't fight back. Just know your money, your hard work will be wanted, but your humanity will never be considered. And that's from the so many stories. Lots of girls are surviving there just by prayer. It's literally like you have sold your soul. Now imagine this lady, she admits that she has made quite some probably bad decisions, but her passport and everything is confiscated. Even if she proposes any terms of how she's gonna pay, they are not letting her out of the country. And to even make matters worse, to be in Dubai or in U.A.E as a homeless person, that is a crime. So you risk ending up in jail. Thank God that at least she was able to take her children out, and for her, she's been there for quite some time working for a legit company. But for the most part, the companies that take these girls, women and men, the only thing they care for is making that dime, and as soon as they get that dime, they throw your life away. That even when you try to contact them, you're not going to get help. Even when you try contacting your government, you're not going to get help because they really don't care. Other governments of other countries, they normally come through for their people. Palm coloreds, Asians, Philippines, and all of that, Indians, they always watch out for their own people. That's why the sister was like, you know, the only thing that matters in that country is
an Arab life. But for a black life, yeah. And I think we have all seen documentaries that have come out exposing these countries for the things they do against the minorities and against black people. But for the most part, yeah, these governments are very secretive and they normally cover up for their sins. I wish that our governments really worked out something better for our people, that they don't have to end up in these situations, because the thing is, Africa is rich. Africa is wealthy. But guess what? The same countries that are exploiting our people, they are not just ending on that. They even come and end up exploiting our resources. The same resources that would have helped their people. And it's not just for our girls that go there to work, but also there are those that go to these countries as tourists, especially if you are black. Just know you are trying to make people that exploit your own people, right? You're making them richer. We are the same people that enable their wealth. And for you sisters and brothers that are going there, you're seeing all this information that is being put out here. I think this should alert and wake you up. I've seen a lot of people coming from where I come from, going to these countries, and they're like, oh, it's all about luck. Even after seeing so many bodies being returned in caskets, right, in boxes. Yes, even after seeing so many people that come back, you know, deformed, with disabilities, with their organs harvested. I know that, of course, there are also those ones that have succeeded from those countries, but I wish all the amount of money people put in there to go to these countries would rather put it in a small business over here, because as much as you're going to think that it is going to be quick money, unfortunately, that money is like cursed. I've seen a lot of people coming out to say that, you know, I made this amount of money, but it's like the money is not even, like, it can't do anything. It can't prosper you. And people are wondering, what is the curse that is on this money? And for the brothers and sisters that come from America, UK, and all of these places, we always say that there's nothing in Dubai or in U.A.E. that you can't find in Africa. There is absolutely nothing. You can always get the best out of Africa. I wish you would push that money into your own people, or into the black community, or into at least African countries, rather than putting the same money into people that are exploiting you. They don't respect you at all, right? They want your labor, but they don't respect your humanity. You do not exist over there. I know not all of them, but for the most part, everyone has come out to confess that racism against black people, hate against black people, crime against black people always don't get talked about. Yes. So I hope for those of you that have been planning your trips, and those of you that are planning to go, you watch this. Even to make matters worse, now they are getting rid of all black workers in Dubai. They are literally looking out. They are looking for them. Some of them have been deported already. Some of them are already pushed into prisons, right? But when they come to our countries, a lot of them have businesses over here, and nobody even says anything to them. Nobody stops them. So I think it's time for us to know that the only place we are going to ever be safe at is our countries. As much as, yes, each country has its own troubles, but if we run away from our own troubles, who is going to change things? That's one of the things that always concerns me a lot. If you run away, who is going to change things? Who is going to fix things for you? On the leaders that you're seeing here that are selling each and everything to make sure, you know, they satisfy their stomachs, who is going to cater for your people? Who is going to change the condition of these countries? People don't run away from problems, but we look for solutions to fix these problems. And this is my call to all our people. And if you hear that someone needs help, please make sure you help if you can. Otherwise, let me know of your experiences in these countries. Have you ever experienced racism? Have you ever experienced these situations? Something that I did not mention, for the most part, When girls go there, the first thing they do is confiscate their passports to make sure that you can't run away, you can't go anywhere. So you don't have anything that says anything about you. It's like your life is in their hands to either save or to take. Put your thoughts in our comment section and please subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I will definitely see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Gracie and I love you. Bye.